But this one, it's a game changer. Good morning, guys. Today we are in Durbuy, in a small town here that's called Van Zel, I think. I hope I pronounce it correctly. I wish I had the drone to show you this place because it's super beautiful. At this moment the sun is rising, but it's still behind the mountains. And at this point I'm shooting a church a little bit further here. And we have this beautiful tree here in the landscape. It's a very easy composition. We have this beautiful tree here on the left side of the frame. And then we have our church that's lit up by the light. And it creates a little bit of a balance between the two. We have the tree that's pretty close to us, but the church a little bit farther, so it's a little bit smaller. We have this beautiful view here in the valley of Durbuy. So that's amazing. I'm shooting the opposite way from the sunset. I hope you can see me well. We just turned around. Now we're shooting at the sunrise. In this composition we have this beautiful tree on the right hand side. I hope I'm showing this correctly. And the street here is leading our eye into the frame. And on the left hand side we have this beautiful tree in the landscape. The street here is leading our eye into the frame. And then we are seeing this beautiful view with all the mountains and all the curves. In the sky we have a little cloud. It looks like we have a little bit too much sky because there was not much going on, but that little cloud, the only little cloud in the picture, it's so beautiful that creates the picture. Maybe in the past you had the same troubles like me. Had some troubles with my ball head in the past from my tripod. I have a solution for this. I'm sorry, but I really had to change composition because the sun is rising. We're losing that beautiful orange light. Oh, look at this. Some minimalistic photography. A tree on a hill. I think I have to get out my wide angle lens, the Tokina 11-16. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up in the corner, or this corner, I don't know. I was shooting that tree, the previous. I will show the photo now. So I've been running around like a crazy person because we are having a beautiful light. The sun is catching some colors on the few clouds that we have in the sky. So I was shooting that through that minimalistic frame. And then suddenly I started to see some color in the clouds. So I saw a previous photo that I wanted to take. So I was like, oh no, I have to run. But it was uphill. It was uphill. So that got me. Whew. I really have to be quick Later on we're gonna talk about this tripod head that I'm using. Maybe you saw it in the past that I'm turning some dials and stuff to get my composition in. But this frame, this beautiful frame, we have this ebony tree here, and on the left, here we got this beautiful dead tree. The clouds were just in between those two trees, so I was like, whoo, have to catch that beautiful picture. We have some grass in the foreground, then the middle ground, or our subjects in this picture are the trees, and then we got the beautiful landscape and some beautiful clouds. So I really had to take that one. So I got this very beautiful composition here with the telelens. In the distance here we have 4 trees that are on a hill, and in the back in the sky you have a little bit of pink color. So it's super beautiful. We have the grass, the landscape that curves here into the mountains. We have that a little bit of a stripe in the bottom of the frame, and our middle ground, those 4 trees. I don't know if you can see it here in the frame, but we have also some lines, some bushes at the trunks of the trees. They're also curving into the landscape. That's so beautiful, and also so simple actually. Alright, my tripod head. It's not the original tripod head that came with the tripod. My tripod is from a 3-legged thing, a Travis. I also gonna include the links of the tripod, and also all my gear is linked in the description below. But this one, it's a game changer, especially for me, because with the tripod, or at least the tripod head that came with the tripod, I had some troubles, especially with my telelens, because you know when you're zooming out, you start to have some movement in the picture. Every time with the ball head that came with this tripod, every time I tightened it, it always moved a little bit down or upwards, and always changed a little bit of my composition. So I was slightly getting tired of it, and especially when I was doing architectural and interior photography. That's why I invested in a geared tripod head. So maybe you're wondering, what the hell is a geared tripod head? A geared tripod head is a tripod with some levers, and when you turn it, it's a very smooth movement, and also a very accurate movement, so you can change your composition in millimeters. And that's, for me, it's a really game changer. This tripod is the Benro GD3WH. Have to look it up here on the plate. You have this pointy dial head. I'm gonna take another one because I dropped it one time, and this one is very tightened. Oh, I got it. If I turn this one, I can move it super fast. But if I only turn this knob, you can see it moves very slowly. In 3 ways we can move our tripod head: just turning around the knob, tilting forwards and backwards knob, and also to the side to level our composition. Also, we have our level bubble on the tripod head. You turn the knob, you let go, and it's locked. It's not like my previous ball head. When I was locking it, it was like I'm going that way. No, you just, you turn, let go, and your composition is set. I'm shooting this beautiful tree here, but I can't decide if I should go for a horizontal shot or for a vertical shot. I'm trying to include also the road into the picture, so our eye gets lead to that tree, because the sun is shining, like you can see, and there's a little bit fog now in the landscape that creates a little bit of contrast in the landscape, so that's super beautiful. I'm glad with this picture actually. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna show you. What do you think? Is this beautiful or not? I'm gonna try and go a little bit closer. I'm gonna shoot in portrait mode and also include the road and a little bit less of the surrounding landscape. This is the tree from the previous photos with the two trees, the dead tree here and the other tree here. But now with the sunlight on it, we have you can use the grass as a little bit of a foreground. Then underneath the tree, we have a little bit of bushes that are lit up by the sun. And then our background is not yet in the sunlight, so it's gonna create a cool depth of field. That contrast, amazing. I just shot this tree at ISO 100 f4 because I really wanted to create a little bit more of depth of field in the photo by using f4, because in the background it's not lit by the sun, so that's a little bit darker, and the tree is lit by the sun, so it's very bright. So playing with the depth of field and the contrast of the light, it's gonna create that dynamic range. I think I can shoot 1,000 photos from just standing here, because this landscape, I'm not used to this landscape, so that's why it's all new for me. I think if you live somewhere, you get bored by your surroundings, and you think you see it every day. It's like, yeah, okay, it's where I live. But for me, this landscape, it's amazing. It's so cool. I just took a picture handheld with the Tamron 70-300. There were some trees in the same line, and we got some 2 or 3 small trees in the front, and then we got 2 trees in the back. But the middle tree, the big middle tree, the bigger tree got my eye, and I was like, whoa, that looks intriguing. It's not an award-winning photo. It's not spectacular, but it's not ugly also. just found two other compositions that I want to shoot. One is here in my bag, this tree here. That can wait a little bit longer. But I saw another composition. It's the same place where I shot the previous photo, but I'm shooting it from another angle, and the landscape totally changed. I'm not that used to talking to the camera with some people that are watching me, because it's always a little bit weird, but I got an audience. Those cows, they're really intrigued by what I'm doing here. And I'm getting distracted by them. Back to landscape photography. I'm bracketing this shot because we have a lot of dynamic range, because the sun is really hard already, and it's still pretty low at the horizon. The sun is creating those long shadows into the landscape. So that's why I'm bracketing this shot, because I want to make sure that I have everything, so that I don't have overlit parts or underlit parts in the picture. I think there's some water streak in the landscape that I'm seeing, but we have those curves in the landscape, and the trees are like following that line. Now I'm gonna shoot that other tree that I was talking about, but I don't know if it's gonna be pretty enough, because the haze is already moved away, because I was distracted by the cows. I was taking cow pictures. Here are some cow pictures for the animal lovers. Have fun. I think for now it's my least favorite picture of today. I hope you can forgive me for ending this video with this picture. I want to thank you guys for coming to the video today. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. I hope you learned something about this gear head, and I hope I can help you with deciding if you're gonna stay with the ball head, or if you are in need for that gear head that doesn't move anymore when you adjust it to create that perfect picture. So on this note, I want to thank you, and see you next week. Bye.